Hello to all you cinephiles out there. We are now going to do a review over Captain America Civil War, a more in-depth look into the trailer, because in case you haven't seen our reaction trailer, which you can see right here, we were blown away by it.
We were. And we weren't able, we did discuss a little after what we saw, but we weren't able to really take everything in yet.
Yeah.
And now we're ready because we've gone back and watched it again several times. We've noticed more things, we've analyzed more things. Now we're ready to talk more in depth about what we saw and what we think.
Start off with, I think this is pretty interesting to kind of start the trailer with a end credit scene from Ant-Man. In case you haven't seen Ant-Man, I guess spoiler alert, but pretty much that first scene of the trailer is pretty much the end scene of Ant-Man with, you know, different dialogue.
It worked very well, and it definitely got the trailer set to open up for us. It has really good build up. It's tension. Iron Man shows up. Some tension there between him and Steve, and then it goes on, and then sure enough, like, as soon as he gets to the part where Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow is like, you sure you want to punch your way out of this one? You just see Iron Man and Rhodey, you see Cap and his team, and they're like, what do we do now? We fight. And then that's when it just goes crazy. That scene where it shows them taking away their gear, I think I saw some person holding the Ant-Man suit. But like, at first I thought it was Falcon's gear, but you look closely, I think it may be Ant-Man's. Goes on from there, we see all kinds of crazy stuff. Cap holding a helicopter to a platform or a launch pad. God, I cannot wait for that part of the movie, because they really need to show how strong Cap really is. Because he's not as strong as Thor or Hulk. Good God, he's a super soldier. He is capable of incredible feats.
That scene with the whole helicopter is a very important scene. So I'm really curious to see who's on it or what's on it. Why is Cap so driven to, you know, keep the helicopter from flying off?
Sounds like they want to control superheroes. They said, no, you go do what we tell you to do when we you do it. And Cap's like, no, you know. Because after what happened in Winter Soldier, the whole SHIELD Hydra thing, I'm sure Cap does not trust the government anymore. He's more like on his own damn program.
Let's talk about Black Panther.
Oh yes, let's talk about Black Panther. He looked really, really, really difficult.
According to the comics, Spider-Man was supposed to be the neutral source, and it was Captain America and Tony fighting over Spider-Man, but according to what I read on an article, that neutral source is going to be Black Panther, at least for when he's out of the Black Panther suit. Apparently when he's in the Black Panther suit, he's going to be fighting with Tony. He's going to be neutral for the most part. I guess he's trying to figure out who exactly to go with. I think he's trying to get Bucky first. I think that's his main priority. I think that's why he goes with Iron Man first, but we don't know.
Maybe he'll change sides.
Yeah, apparently his suit is going to be made out of vibranium. So, of course, vibranium in the Marvel Universe is the most indestructible metal on the face of the planet. So the fact that he has a woven vibranium suit and vibranium claws, God, that kind of makes him almost unstoppable in a way.
The best part of the trailer, like a Cap and Buck just beating the shit out of Iron Man, just fucking teaming on him, shield passing, slamming, just freaking beating him down. And now I know there's probably a lot of people hardcore Iron Man fans, who think that's bullshit. Iron Man could take them both out in seconds. Now, I went back and I watched that part, and I paused it a few times because I noticed something. Now, if there's notice one part of the trailer where Bucky takes his metal arm, he tries to go for Tony's reactor, the small arc reactor, the center of his arm. So if you notice, Rhodey has his ripped out. So maybe Bucky did that, and maybe he's trying to do that to Iron Man. Now, I don't know how else it doesn't look like Iron Man's thing got ripped out when they're teaming on him like that. But whatever Buck did, they must have somehow. I think at the beginning of that fight scene, Iron Man is going to be completely dominant. but I think somehow they're going to find a way to wear down his power, because when they're just beating on him, the one scene, the one part we saw where they're just beating on him, he is trying to fire his what do you call them? His hand phasers?
Yeah, let's go on that.
Yeah, okay. He's trying to fire his hand phasers at them, and at one point he fires one at Cap's head. And Cap, right as it hit Cap's head, Cap was throwing the shield to Bucky, and I thought maybe the shield blocked it, but I paused it and clearly no, the sparks, it hit Cap, but it hit his helmet. But it didn't do anything. In fact, it didn't even look like that strong of a phaser blast. Honestly, I could go for the next 6 months without seeing another trailer and wait for this movie to happen. That trailer just, oh god, it's so satisfying. Alright, so, absolute favorite part from the trailer?
It's still, I don't know, it still has to be that fight scene.
I would have to go with that too, but a distant second is the part where you see, it's the part where Black Widow says, "You sure you want to punch your way out of this?" And it shows Iron Man and Rhodey and it shows Cap and his team, and it's like we fight, and God, so good. Tell us what your favorite part was, and please like, comment, subscribe to us.
Yeah, until next time.
We're out.
You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
Oh crap.
But he's my friend.